Hey YouTube, TheOnceCorrupt here. I'm bringing you my tournament round battle against PokemonFreak16. I went Steel, he went Normal. He sets up some screens. I tried a Metal Burst in the first turn, but I missed. He said Light Screen, and I Stealth Rock predicting his screen, and then I Taunt to try and basically make him attack me so I can Metal Burst back. This is SunyFireCute's Tournement, by the way. Monotype tier round. So he hammer arms me now, breaks me down to my sash, which is fine. I'm just going to Metal Burst anyways and wipe out Slaking, who is very underrated in my opinion. But we'll get into that discussion another day when I use Slaking. People could probably say that I did have a big type advantage here, but I'm going to just point out that Normal has the best type coverage, so, like, you know, he could have very easily had a Flamethrower and something could have turned the entire tide of the battle. Anyways, he brings in Draftbreak, he Psychics me, I lose my 1 HP, whoop-de-doo. I bring in Skarmory now because I'm going to threaten it back with U-Turn, so he has to switch now. He switches into Togekiss, which is fine. I didn't want to over-predict. The Stealth Rock gets a little bit of damage on it. I'm going to now go out to Jailbait my Jirachi, who, go figure, good old Mitch has been nicknaming again. So I T-Wave him before he can T-Wave me, basically, because that's what these two both do. They like to power flinch everything to death. So yeah, that was kind of like, you know, what I basically did to it. He loses his Reflected, his Light Screen in the process, because they basically disappear, which probably means that the Draft Rig wasn't holding Light Clay, but I wasn't counting turn either, so maybe it was. It doesn't really matter in the end anyways, he doesn't get more screens up, so what to do. Yeah, sorry for a little bit of the stalling and the iron heading and the lefties recover and whatnot. I promise you the battle gets a little bit more interesting after this. And okay, we're almost done. He tries to get a Wish off, which is cool, because he'll end up healing whatever he decides to bring in, but I don't think anything else is damaged, so it doesn't really matter. In comes his Clefable, and Clefable's going to S-toss me, which was great, big relief on my part, because that means it doesn't have Flamethrower, which is nice. I get Power Hacks, which I deserve. I very much know I deserve to do Power Hacks now for pretty much the end of Jirachi. And basically Jirachi is relatively useless now from this point on in the game anyways. I get Power Hacks twice before I get to U-turn out, and I'm going to bring in Sumomo, because Sumomo is like cool like that, and she's going to be able to threaten it with Superpower, because she has superpowers. So in comes Sumomo, my little Plum, Fairy Blossom thingy, and she's going to be like, whoop-pa, with the Superpower, but he switches out to Giraffe Freak, which is the only thing in his team that resists Superpower. Which is fine by me, because I put money on that I was faster than it, and that paid off for me. Not that it really mattered all that much, and I get the second Superpower off, which is nice. He then brings Porygon Z in, because Porygon Z is probably almost definitely Scarf, they always are. So I'm forced to switch now. I bring in Jailbait to take whatever it's going to throw at me. He goes for a T-Bolt, which is cool. I lived the first T-Bolt. Had I had more HP, I could have lived the second one, maybe got a Thunder Wave off on this thing, which would have been really nice, but that didn't happen for me, unfortunately. And he goes down as fodder. So now I have to bring in something that's faster than it. I bring in IAmABeetle because it's Scarf and I don't think he can kill it in one hit. I go for Explosion because I figure it'll kill anything on his team, since he obviously doesn't have a Ghost. So I Explode now, he brings in Bliss, which is just wonderful for me. I'm sitting here and I'm praying and begging that the Bliss goes down to the Explosion, because that would just be, just make my life peachy. At this point, I really tossed about who to bring back in. I was pretty lucky in the fact that I went with Skarm, because he brings back in this thing, and I'm pretty confident Skarm will live at least one attack, and I'll get off a Brave Bird, because I'm not looking to do anything else with this Skarm for this battle. And I pray and I pray and pray, and I get 6 HP live, which is pretty much a key play here, because if I wouldn't have got the Brave Bird off on the Porygon Z, I probably wouldn't have won this match, so, you know, that's just the way it goes, I guess, though. So anyways, he goes down to, Life Orb Damage or something, I guess. He switches back out some, he switches back out thingy. Sorry, my video's lagged. I think I got Thunderbolted to go down. He switches back out. I now can Bullet Punch for pretty much the rest of his team. So yeah, guys, it was a pretty good match. I had a lot of fun. Rate, comment, subscribe. Go check him out as well. I move on to round 2, so look out for that video because it will be coming up soon. And I thought my last video's narration wasn't that great. This one I think is a little bit better. So I hope you guys enjoyed it a lot more. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Peace, guys, and thanks for watching my videos. This has been Corrupt TV.